Namaskar. Subject CPS 3 and CPS 4 we are studying curriculum and pedagogic studies school subject English. We are going to see unit number 2 acquisition of second language. Today we will learn 2.7 the 5 stages of second language acquisition. So let us see the stages of second language acquisition. See, I have already mentioned there are 5 stages of second language acquisition. See, there are 5 stages in language acquisition we are studying, but these stages are given by Krashen and Terrell in 1983. So let us see these 5 stages. The first stage is that pre-production stage. Second one is that early production. Third one is that speech emergence. Fifth one is intermediate fluency, and fourth one and fifth one is that advanced fluency. So let us see one by one in detail. The first one is that pre-production. See, the pre is itself showing us that before production. It means that before production, it means that विद्यार्थी भाषा निर्मितीच्या अगोदर. So that stage is pre-production. In this production, we have some stages of language acquisition, language development. Let's see what happened here. He listens to others talk. Generally, the child is going to listen to others to develop the language. So listening is happen here. Then digest what one hear. After listening, he is going to digest what he has heard. So here the language is developed by listening, and that listen happen in digestion. Then develop a passive sort of vocabulary. So vocabulary is going to develop by the learner by listening. So generally in our mother tongue we have learned this type of or this process. First we listen, we observe others, and we are going to digest that words, and then we develop a passive sort of vocabulary. That is, then observe interaction. Then we are what happen when we listen to others, we are going to observe their interaction, how they interact, how they use the word. So that observation is happen here, and that observation keep in a mind, or that is in a brain. So this is the process of pre-production of language acquisition. So let's say in detail. The pre-production is essentially a silent period where learning is happened by listening. So this is the silent period, because silent period in the sense the learner is going to listen only. So by listening he is going to develop. That's why it is called as a silent period. So this stage is before producing stage. I have already mentioned to you. So student develops receptive vocabulary nearby 500 words. See, या ठिकाणी student जे learn करतो vocabulary, it is nearby 500 words. So that's he developed the vocabulary. Learners are not producing language but are parroting. See, this is also very important feature of this stage. Here he is not going to producing a language but a parroting. Parroting in the sense, see, if you observe the small children when of 3 to 5 years, they are going to producing that words which they listens from their parents. So it means that they are going to parroting, not producing, because they are not able to produce that language, but they are using those words they listen. That's why we call it as a parroting. Parroting in this parrot sarka. So that is, learners can understand and duplicate gestures and movements to show comprehension. When या ठिकाणी ते ऑब्झर्व करत असताना, then they are going to understand and duplicate gestures. So they are showing movement, gesture to show comprehension what they listen or learn. So here in this test, total physical response methods will work good in this test. So teacher should use this type of methods to able the student to acquire the second language. So teacher should focus attention on listening comprehension activities and building receptive vocabulary. So what we have to do here, we have to use comprehension activities to develop or to acquire the language, and we have to build a receptive vocabulary in this stage. So this is called a pre-production stage. let's see the second one, that is early production. See, early production itself, the prefix shows the meaning that early production. It means that we have started the product of language, but that stage is early, अगदी सुरुवातीचा period. So this stage is vocabulary building stage. In this stage we are going to build a vocabulary. So students develops active vocabulary here. Students build up to around 1000 words during this time. See, in last stage we have seen that there are 500 words they are going to develop, but in this stage they are build up to around 1000 words during this time. So they use this vocabulary to construct short phrases of 1 or 2 words for communication. There are so many phrases, short phrases, 1 or 2 words. For example, thank you, good morning. So such type of communication they are going to develop, or they are going to use such type of 1 or 2 words for communication. So this stage focus on key vocabulary and concept. Key vocabulary and concepts are going to develop rather than more complex. More complex in the sense there are so many complex concepts. So they do not able to develop that complex vocabulary, but they are going to focuses on a key vocabulary and concepts. So this stage can last up to 6 months. See, it means that this stage can be the period of this stage may be for a 6 months, by putting in the time effort necessary to develop language skills. So language skills are going to be developed or going to be practiced in this stage. Students can use short language chunks that have been memorized, but these chunks may not be used correctly. So there are so many language chunks, short language chunks. Students are going to use or going to memorize them, but these chunks may not be used correctly by them because they are going to produce language. This is the early production stage. So in this stage, what should teacher do? Some activities for student to be used in this stage. These activities, for example, ask yes, no, and either or question to student. So what's your name? What is this? Such type of short questions or either or question should be asked to students. Accept small responses, 1 or 2 words. When you ask some question, students is going to give an answer 1 or 2 words. So accept it because they are producing the language and they are going to learn to produce that language. So accept small responses. Provide opportunity to participate in class activities. As a teacher, we have to provide opportunity to students to participate in classroom activities. So by participating them, they are going to produce the language. Use picture or realia. See, realia in the sense the material from real life. So such type of realia, pictures, objects should be used to support the questions. When you ask a question, you should show the picture and ask the question on that picture. So student is going to observe and going to produce the language using that realia or picture what you are going to use. Build vocabulary using pictures. You can show the picture and give the words to that picture. Showing picture, you can build a vocabulary. This activity should are very important to develop a good language. Provide listening activities. Listening activities should be given to students and support learning with graphic organizers, charts and graphs. So when you use some graphic presentation, charts, graphs, they all these are good for them to develop a language. So these activities should be used to develop or to produce a good language. So let's see the third stage, speech emergence. Speech emergence is the third stage of the language acquisition. It is expected to develop a vocabulary of 3000 words with ability to communicate in complete and simple sentence. See, what is this stage? Speech emergence. Here the student is going to use language. So he needs vocabulary. So up to 3000 words he is going to develop and with the ability to communicate in complete and simple sentence. So complete sentence are going to produce and that sentence are in simple. So this is the step. Some sentences may not be grammatically correct or right, but native speakers are able to understand it. Sometimes as a learner, they are producing some sentence, but maybe or may not be grammatically correct, but we understand it. For example, take an example of Marathi language. लहान मुलाला जर पाणी हवं असेल तर तो मम्मा पाणी. So it means that he wants a water. So the listener understand what he wants. So such type of grammatical grammar not used correctly, but we understand. So they are going to speech. At the end of this stage, learners are able to put together connected sentence into coherent paragraph. So coherent paragraph means what? पॅरेग्राफ मधले जी माहिती तो रचत जातो ती सिक्वेन्सली त्यामध्ये असं तंतोतंतपणा येत जातो. दॅट इज कोहेरंट पॅरेग्राफ्स. वन सेंटेन्स इज कनेक्टेड टू अनदर. सो दिस टाइप ऑफ लर्निंग हॅपन in this stage. So speech emergence. Some learners develop their ability to speak and understand in common situation. See, there are so many situations. In that situation, they are able to speak and understand what's happened or what is going to be shared. So some extra efforts of some students started to use complex construction and closer to fluency. See, there are so many learners, they started to use a complex constructions too at the end of this stage. So they are closer to fluency. It means that they are going to develop their fluency in that language. So this is the stage speech emergence. Next one is that intermediate fluency. So intermediate fluency, here the student is going to develop his fluency. So at this stage, the student develop nearby 6,000 active words in their vocabulary. So in last stage we have seen 3,000. Here is going to develop 6,000 active words here, and they are now able to comfortable to write and speak complex sentences during their activities. Whatever the activities you are going to use, they are going to use complex sentences. So in writing or in speaking too. So they are comfortable to write and speak. Expressing thoughts and presenting opinion in a concise manner is rarely a problem. See, some learners have problems of expressing their thoughts, presenting their opinion, but that problem found rarely. So that is not the problem in this stage. But intermediate fluency is that here students are going to develop their fluency in a language. That is the fourth stage, intermediate fluency. Last one is that advanced fluency. In the name it also shown here, student develop a good fluency in a language. This level also called as cognitive academic language proficiency. Cognitive academic language, it means that this fluency is is going to develop a good language, that is academic language. That means it means that is going to use a proper grammar, etc. All these things happen here. So those have actively worked on language skill for 4 to 10 years who got this stage. So कधी कधी 4 ते 10 वर्षापर्यंत ज्यांनी सतत लँग्वेजचा वापर केलेला आहे, they are going to achieve this stage, that type of fluency here. So here student gets fluency like the native speakers. It is reflected in every area of language skill. So gets fluency like the native speaker in the sense, suppose what we have got the fluency in Marathi language, we are native speaker of that language, so we got the fluency. But the learner of any language can got this fluency, this type of fluency in 4 to 10 years. So that type of fluency is developed in advanced fluency. So it is reflected in every area of language skill. Every area, I have already explained you that every area of language skills are developed properly. That is grammar, the use of language, the communication skill, the skills of the language, all are developed in a good sense. So it is reflected in every area of a language, from the way you speak to the way you think to the way you formulate ideas. See, this is very important thing. कसे बोलतात, काय विचार करून बोलतात आणि त्यातनं विचारातनं कशी लँग्वेज प्रोड्यूस करत जातो. जनरली व्हॉट हॅपन अबाउट द सेकंड लँग्वेज ॲक्वायजेशन, किंवा आपल्याविषयी जर विचार केला की आपण अगोदर मराठीत विचार करतो, नंतर इंग्रजीत ते ट्रान्सलेट करतो. म्हणजे वी थिंक इन मराठी अँड ट्राय टू ट्रान्सलेट इन इंग्लिश. बट in this stage the student think in English, speak in English and formulate his ideas in English. So that type of fluency is developed here. So from the way you speak to the way you think to the way you formulate ideas are happen in this stage. So this is the stage of stages of the second language acquisition. What I have present before you, I have took references from these books and from this website. You also read these books to take in detail about the stages of language acquisition. Hope you understood what are the stages of second language acquisition. Let's stop here. Thank you very much.